In today's discussion, we will be talking about how you can write a good professional CV that you can use to apply for any job, and what are the different sections that are needed in the CV, how a good CV can make a difference in your job application, because most of us do have CVs, yeah, which is a documentation of facts and figures, where you went to school, where you have worked, a list of your responsibilities, and this kind of information, which is good facts and figures. And actually, alluding to a conversation that we had the other day, last Friday, we were having a discussion, and I was among panelists at webinar hosted by Generation Kenya, alongside other recruiters and HR practitioners. And there was some aspect about what they called bias, CV bias. Some of the bias that actually play along with the CV that you write, and not that you're not a qualified candidate, but there are certain messages the HR will have some biases, and we will discuss all about that in this live broadcast today. Feel free to drop any questions you might have in regards to CV writing, job applications. That is what I will be covering. So back to this section. What is a professional CV? Now, a professional CV, I would simply describe and say that this is a tool, a marketing tool that you use to market yourself. It is what you are using to communicate your value to the employers. Think about any company, any organization, they have a product or service they are selling, they will use billboard, newspaper, radio, television, you name it. But you and me don't have the luxury of putting our skills on a billboard. Yeah. So what we use is a professional CV, and we need to be very clear what is it that we are selling in this CV. It's not just putting in some facts and figures right there. So we need to be very clear. We are selling out our skills, our capabilities, our response, our experience, and how we package it plays a big part. Now, it does not mean every time you are sending out your application and you don't get any response back from the employer, it means that you're not qualified. You might be qualified, but how you communicated it is what really, really matters. I don't know if you have heard of this study that says that it takes about 6 seconds for a hiring manager to decide if they are going to go through your CV or not. Does your CV pass that 6 second test? And that is what we are going to try and find out today. I can see some questions. By the way, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. I'll be answering all that. Thank you, Daniel. Your coaching outing has been intriguing. I appreciate that. Ken, thank you very much for the feedback. Um, I can see someone saying hello, sir. Hello. Good to know that you're there. By the way, if you have any questions in regard to CV writing, um, let's today's session will be mainly focused on CV writing. Yeah. So I was talking about this study that was done. They said that hiring manager will take about 6 seconds or so to decide if they want to go through your CV or not. Does your CV really make a good impression within the first 6 seconds? Because the question the hiring manager is asking, can this person, what value is this person bringing on board? And this is how most CVs are. I want to go into those, but just ask you, when you look at this CV and you give it 6 seconds or less, can you be able to figure out what this person can do? Oh, let me pull it much slightly bigger. Yeah. So you can see this is a guy called Daniel Mutuku. Yeah. He's Kenyan, married, date of birth, his ID number, and all that. Is that information really telling us what this person can do? Unfortunately, that is how most of us actually show up. And so, what I'm going to do, allow me to say this. Some information that we do put in our our series actually goes ahead and does a lot of bias, or does not send the right information. So the conversation that we were having was actually saying, just a minute. Okay, good. The conversation that we were having was actually that some information we want to put in the CV will create some bias on the recruiter's mind. For example, if you put in like your date of birth, sorry, there's someone trying to get in touch with me. I'll call them later on. Um, if you put your date of birth, does that have any aspect in terms of your ability to work? As a matter of fact, someone will have some bias and say this person is too young, this person is too old, can they really do the job? Then they start questioning based on that. You put in information like the postal address. I think that was a very interesting conversation. Well, do you still need to put your postal address? And right now, most people, you don't have postal address like the box, PO box. You don't pay for it. You just use maybe one that an organization have, and most of the time it's even probably the one your primary school postal address. And someone reads it and they see, oh, this is someone PO box Kisumu, PO box Nyeri, or Kajiado, whatever it is, and the assumption they already have in their head is that probably this person is working, is coming from Kajiado, and we want someone who is already here in Nairobi or someone who is here in Mombasa. So you can see some of the kind of bias that comes along when you put this information. So the main purpose of your contact details is for the hiring manager or the people who are doing the recruitment to contact you and invite you for an interview. In the recent past, not, I don't know, 5, 10 years, around last 10 years, yeah, who has been invited for an interview through the postal address. So that kind of information will create some kind of bias. We also look at something like your ID number. Actually, your ID number has nothing to do with your ability to work. So some of this information actually brings in a bit of some bias. Let me check what questions we have here. Is a passport necessary item on a professional CV? I like this question. There are some people who will still insist they want to put their photo, their passport photo. I want to assume you know about the passport photo on their CV, and I'll tell you, no, it is not necessary. The photo does not really have any. It does not position you or does not say anything about your ability to work. Yeah. So it is not necessary unless you are looking for a job that has to do with your looks. I don't know, fashion design, or as a what they're called, um, models and such, whereby the looks are important. But in this case, if you're an accountant, if you're an IT person, if you are administrator, customer care, I don't think the photo doesn't add any value. So don't waste too much space on your CV putting that, right? Hopefully that was helpful. Another question here. Okay, someone say good afternoon. Thank you. Would you please share with us a specimen of a CV? Thank you very much for that question. I might not be able to show you a specimen, but I want to show you something here. This I think is more valuable. These are the sections that you need in your CV. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and show you some of the key sections that you need in your CV. Number one, on top of your CV, just have your contact details. And contact details, your name, your phone number, your email address. If you have a very good profile on LinkedIn, you can add a link to your LinkedIn profile as part of the contact details. But it's not compulsory. Yeah. Forget about your postal address, forget about any other thing. Remember, the reason why we are putting this information is for someone to be able to get in touch with you, to invite you for that interview, right? The second thing that you did is a personal profile. Please get rid of the career objective section. Yeah, I know most people after their contact details, or they have this what is called bio data, date of birth, marital status, and all those things. Get rid of that. Get rid of the career objectives. Why? Career objectives are very focused on you and what you want and what you want to achieve. There's nothing bad with having career objectives, but they are not adding any value in terms of your job application. They are not talking about your ability to work or what makes you a better employee or a valuable employee, right? So then after that, you can put in your education background. So the personal profile, a quick, short graph, like some who you are, your skills, your experience, and what you're bringing on board. Then talk about your education. The education section, just period between 2008 to 2009. I was in this institution and this is the qualification I got. And put the most recent first, then going in a reverse chronological order. If you have a lot of experience or a lot of certain qualifications, you don't need to put everything. You can get rid of like your primary, your secondary. That doesn't really matter. If you have a master's, a degree, a certain, you can put those ones. But if there's you just this is a first degree, you can just put in your high school and your university or your degree or diploma or certificate, whatever you have, but at least have to. But don't spend too much time going to other things. So here, remember, we also have different types of qualification that you can put across. We have what we call academic qualifications and professional qualifications. Have you done any professional course? Have you done any certification? Have you done any other course that would add value? Also, you can decide to include it here. Is that okay? Hopefully, you guys are getting value. Before I continue, let me just check. Who said, yeah, we're answering your question about a specimen, but I'll give you the different types. I can see another question. Ken, thank you. You're very active today. I can see you saying, I really don't have know how to attach my LinkedIn details on my CV. Even though I am on LinkedIn, could you exemplify? Okay, good. I'll be able to do that. I'll be able to do that. I'll show you. Will you kindly send an example of a CV? Okay, I might not send you an example of a CV, but I am going through the details or what you need to have on your CV. But better still, instead of sending you a sample CV, because CVs vary depending with your level of experience, your qualifications, and all that, I'll give you a chance to send me your CV for a free review so that I can review it for you and I can tell you, like in your case, exactly what you need to do. Is that okay? Let me get the link for you. Just 1 minute. Here we go. So we have a lot of we do offer free CV review. So I want to drop this link in the chat, then I'll come to that. Yeah, very good, very good. I can see more and more questions are coming in. So allow me to finish this and then I get to the questions. So we are where? So we have talked about your qualifications, then put in what we call job related skills, and we have two types of skills. You can have soft skills, you can have hard skills, which are very specific to your industry. Put them there because the skills are actually what really separates you from that is what really separates people from those who get to be successful in a job and those who don't. It's not the qualification, it's not the experience, it is the skills that you have. It is what really matters. So think about the skills that you need to put across. Next, put in your work experience, again in a reverse chronological order. Though sometimes you can interchange the experience and the education background depending with what is it that you want to sell. Remember, a professional CV is used to sell you. So if you have a lot of experience in a certain field and you haven't done any studies in that field and you want to continue in that field, yeah, you will start by selling your experience. Yeah, I know several people, for example, you're working in a bank, but you didn't do any banking kind of a course. You started some science BSc, yeah. But if you want to continue that line of banking, you will start by selling your experience rather than your education, yeah, so that someone does not have a different idea or different perception of who you are. They look at your qualification and you're applying for a banking job. Yeah. Then include any additional information that would add value to your application. Here we talk about any leadership position, awards that you've gotten, any training, workshop, seminar, hobbies. That is the additional information. Then you can be able to put in your referees. I know there's usually this debate. Should you put your referees or not? I want to know, actually, there's a question. I'll explain later, yeah. But from you guys, do you think it is important for you to put in your referees or not? Drop that in the chat, yeah? Let me know in the chat. Is it okay to put referees on your CV or not? Or put that statement, referees upon request. Let me know about that. So let me get into the questions. Hussein, that is it. Basically, those are the sections. But if you want a specific CV, we can be able to discuss that. I have put this link in the chat. Where is it? Yeah. Get these free resources, and I'll tell you all about these free resources in a short while, what you can get from the free resources. But for now, let me continue with the questions. Next question is what? Okay, good. There's this question. Can you exemplify how do you put attach your LinkedIn details in your CV? Now you're not attaching your details on your CV, but you're putting in a link that will direct someone to your LinkedIn profile. So if this is your LinkedIn, let me share. Let me share my LinkedIn and demonstrate it for you. So here we go. If I go to LinkedIn, this will take me to my homepage. And however, this is not what I want to share. What I want to share would be a link that will take someone to my profile. Yeah. Okay. Oh, let me see. I can still make it a bit bigger like that. So when you come here, you click on your profile, view profile. Now this is your profile. Depending with if you've customized it or not. So you can see this link up here, linkedin.com/in/Daniel Mutuku. So this is the link that you're sharing, such that if someone clicks on it, they will land on your profile. Are we together? You can be able to customize it. So you can see here, edit public profile and your URL. Your URL is that link. Yeah. So if someone is not logged in, this is what they are able to see. And if you want to change the URL, this is where you change. When you say edit, you can see mine is Daniel Mutuku. You can, if you haven't changed, yours might have your name and some numbers, some letters. So you can just customize it so that anyone who goes to linkedin.com/Daniel Mutuku, they will land on my page, on my profile. Are we together? Hopefully, you have gotten that, right? Next question. Ken, are we okay? Let me know in the chat if you got what I meant, yeah? Jackie, will you send us sample CVs? I think, Jackie, I've given you the option of going to get a free CV review. So this is what happens. Let me respond to that by taking you to... Now, when you click on that link that I've given you, this link, sorry, where is it? Now, when you click on that link that takes you to the resources, yeah, there's that resource tab. It will take you to this page. And on this page, you can submit your CV for free review, whereby we will go through your CV and we give you feedback like what needs to be done to make your CV more professional. Because if I give you a sample CV, it might be misleading depending with which field you read, what skills you have, what kind of experience you have. So that we can deal with you specifically rather than in general, send us your CV for a free review. Are we together? If you're okay, give me some thumbs up. Yeah, that was who? That was Jackie. Question from Lucy. Can you assist someone on writing a CV, please? And the procedure on how to apply for a job, kindly. Yes, I think I will still direct you to that link where you can submit your CV for a free review. Then we can be able to discuss with you. Is that okay, Lucy? Amir saying hi, how are you? Someone else saying hello. Robert, what would you recommend, Word or PDF CV? Good question. What do you think? I know the answer, yeah, but I would want to know what you think. But let me, for the interest of time, I want you to go and send a PDF. Don't send it in Word. Send it in PDF. Now, the reason why I'm saying it is important for you to send in PDF, it's because when you send it on Word, especially as an email attachment, when someone previews it, most of the time it will get distorted. Maybe the format you had is not the same that it will be looking, the person will be looking at, and it will give you, it will give the reader a different, maybe perspective about you. It might even make you look a little bit disorganized, but it's not that you're disorganized, it's only that the format did not work. So I really want you to send it in PDF. There's a video I've done on why it is important for you to send your CV in PDF, and it is on YouTube. I don't know if I will be able to get it. Let me do a quick search here, but I will show you in a short while. So if you go on YouTube, by the way, this is another great resource that I would want you to take advantage of. So here we go. I want to share this tab. I want you to go to YouTube, just search Daniel Mutuku. And when you search Daniel Mutuku, you'll be able to see all these great videos out there for you. And there's a recent one I did not long time ago. Here, sending it wrong way. What is the correct format for you to send your CV? So go look for this video here, and you will just understand why should you send it in Word or PDF or share it on Google Drive. Now, one of the concerns that people have when you send your CV in PDF, and I saw even in the comment people asking, does that mean that your CV will not be read by ATS? Yeah, not really. Now, ATS, that's another whole topic, application tracking system. But if there's a way you can save it, and in that video, actually, I show you how you can save your PDF, the document from Word to PDF. And when you save it in that way, the ATS will still be able to read through, because you can still highlight some text in that document, and it's something like it is editable. When you take a photo of your CV, an image of your photo, or you scan your CV, that document can be in PDF, but it cannot be read by ATS. Because basically what ATS does, it's a software that just tries to pick words from that document and see if you match the job description. So ATS is a whole different topic, but I think I updated a video about ATS. If I can get it here very quickly. So if you go to my home page, there should be a video about ATS. Okay, I don't seem to be seeing it. But if you just search ATS and Daniel Mutuku, actually on my channel, and then you click on this search here and then say ATS, it will bring you, yes, this video. I can't believe ATS works like this. Learn how the ATS does works and how you get disqualified for some jobs just because of ATS. I think, yeah, this is a good one. Go also watch that video. Moving on, hopefully you're getting value from this session. If you are getting value, just drop some thumbs up. Let me know in the chat where you're joining us from. So in the next like 7 minutes, we will be through. So give me a minute. Yeah, I think, Robert, that was your question. How many pages does a good CV have? On average, about 3 pages would be a good thing. Yeah, 3 pages. If you can do it in 2 pages, the shorter the better. Don't let it be too long. I can see someone there. Thank you. Kindly share with us your email. You want to get my email? Drop me. You can also, by the way, send me your CV there. There is my email, daniel@careerpoint.co.ke. I think that is a good one. Monga, send me your CV. I can be able to work on it. Where was I? Okay, okay. I don't want to leave any questions unanswered. I've never put a referee on mine. Yeah, okay, that's a question. Why I was asking, should you put referees or not? Yeah, so you have never put a I don't put but available on request. Okay, that's a good one. Uh, Important to attach details of referees, three referees. Okay, you think it is important for you to have. Yeah, I think it is necessary. That is Primrose. Now, on my YouTube channel, again, I have done a video on should you put the referees or not. I personally believe it is important for you to put in your referees. Kindly share your referees in your CV. The reason why is because you want to make the job of the hiring manager as simple as possible. Imagine having gone for an interview and or we are going through some of the CVs and then one person has put in their referees and the other one has not. And we want to confirm the character of this person. Will we call the other person to tell us, send us your referees or not? But also the caveat I would want to put, if you are sharing your CV in public spaces, then it is important for you to remove the the referees. Don't have them if you're sharing your CV just in public spaces because again, for privacy purposes, you don't want the information of your referees to be everywhere. But if it's a job application they have sent, they have put for three people to apply, go ahead and put them. Is that okay? Good stuff. Good stuff there. Is it good to input referees so the recruiter do not need to reach you now and then? Yes, thank you. Yeah, you got the point. You got the point. Kindly share the link again. Okay, this link about the resources. Oh, I know when you're on LinkedIn, you don't get to see it. Yeah, when you're on LinkedIn, I'm not able to comment directly on LinkedIn. But give me a minute. Let me see if I can open another tab and then share the link. Is that okay? Mildred, just a minute. I'm about to put that in the chat. Hello. Okay, Daniel, thank you very much. I can see James is watching us all the way in South Africa. Karibu Sanam. This is great. Joseph Wambua. Ken, you're saying, I am with you in Nigeria. I really like that. Thank you, Ken. I can also see someone there saying hello. What? Please share kindly how to send the CV. I'm going yeah. So for you to be able to, I put it in the chat or if you go to our website, yeah, let me, if you go to careerpoint.co.ke, I need to share it. I think on LinkedIn, yeah, I'm back on LinkedIn. So I think I can post this link on LinkedIn. People who are on LinkedIn, you can get that. So there is it. Is it? I think that is it. Any other question? Where is the email? Okay, you haven't seen my email. Hopefully you got. Oh, write this down. Yeah, it's just here on the screen. Daniel at careerpoint.co.ke. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a great session. I really enjoy interacting with you, being able to answer your questions and to help you through this job search process. It can be difficult. It just needs you to know what to do the right way. All right. Thank you. Remember, send your CV for free review. There is the link. I put it in Facebook, LinkedIn. You will be able to see that link. Go to the resources. Then you'll see that option of CV. You can also download the ultimate cover letter guide. There are several free resources, or you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel. There are a lot of videos that will be able to assist you in your job search process. And until next time, I would say I'm out. See you next week.